Who are you becoming? So I sat down with a client recently, and we were having the conversation, and she was like, I want to lose weight. I want to lose 20 pounds. So we were having the conversation, and I was like, well, what has been in the way the last couple of times that you've done this? Like, why haven't you had success before? And she thought about it for a second, and she said, I don't follow through. I don't believe that I can. So the outcome that she wanted was never going to come because she hadn't changed her identity, right? So we did a little bit of work. We started with, hey, we're going to go for body composition change, not weight loss. Y'all quit saying that. Quit saying that you want to lose weight, because you really don't want to lose weight, because weight includes bone and muscle. Yes, a little bit of fat, but not in the right way that you want it to. You want to preserve the muscle and burn the fat. So when we say, instead of saying I want to lose weight, say I want to lose body fat, because that's really what you want, because you're going to feel much better in your skin. So we have this conversation, we keep going, and she realized that every time she started something, she had the mindset that I'm just going to fall off. I'm not capable of doing this. This is too hard. Um, I life is too stressful. All of the things. So, yeah, of course, because she had the mindset that she was going to fail, she failed every time. Now we have shifted her identity. We've shifted it to that she is a person who prioritizes protein. She is a person that gets great sleep, right? Not just a duration of sleep, she gets efficient, effective sleep. And there's a difference. She's also a person that moves her body. She's also a person that chooses to hydrate her body. Now, the person that chooses to do those four things also is a person that loses body fat, which is what she wants to do. She had to make that identity change. Think about your identity. Think about your habits. Think about the internal dialogue that you have. What is that saying? Are you oriented? Because you can be facing the right direction but have the wrong mindset and never get to the outcome. There are things that happen. There are choices that need to be made, and thousands of choices that need to be made, from the initial concept of, hey, I want to improve my health. I want to lose body fat. I want to gain muscle. There's a million decisions and actions in the middle between the decision and the outcome. And if you drop off right in the middle, or you don't even make it to the middle most of the time, you're never going to get to the outcome, and you're going to start over and over and over and over. And no wonder you're frustrated. No wonder. We work on this in 90-day increments. So we shift a couple of habits and a little bit of action. And then I'm not going to tell you anything you don't already know, but I'm going to help you do something you've never done before. And that's build the confidence around being able to shift that identity. Because that's all this is. Because the you that has shifted their identity, they prioritize sleep, and they prioritize protein, and they burn fat, and they build muscle, and they do it seamlessly because it's part of their lifestyle. This is what feels really heavy, is that you're trying to learn a new skill, or you're trying to do something and you're trying to do it all at once. We talk about this all the time. Like college is too much for a kindergartner. Kindergarten is too much for a kindergartner, because the freshman year of college is a lot for a freshman. Like, lots of big life changes happen all at once. So we need to shift our identity and shift our habits, and little by little, you become available to do that. To take the increments and take the choices and make them part of your lifestyle, so they don't feel overwhelming or like it's a big conscious choice. So I want to tell you about Charlotte. Started working with Charlotte about 90 days ago, maybe 4 months ago. And she just needed consistency change. She just needed to know what to do. And once she figured out what to do and that it was working, she was all on board. So we had a conversation recently where life happened. And I had also given her a challenge to eat a certain amount of protein. And it was a high amount of protein. Like eating was her job. And life happened that week. And so when we met back for our call, she was like, hey, you'd be really proud of me. I got in all of my protein and I planned out my day and I had all of my things. And then let me tell you about my week. My week was terrible. And so I pointed out to her, I said, hey, you chose to support yourself and your emotions and your body and your energy instead of reverting back to the old Charlotte that would have had carbs and maybe a glass of wine, maybe just went home and sat on the couch. But no, this new and improved Charlotte went to the gym. She didn't go get in her pajamas and sit on the couch after work. She's a teacher. She's a special ed teacher. So lots of emotional demand, lots of physical demand on her. And then she made the choices to prioritize protein that week because that was my little challenge for her. She knocked it out of the park. So pointed out to her that, hey, because this is just your lifestyle, this is just your threshold of how you live your life, you could do life when life lifed and were fully supported and you had the resilience for it because you supported your body and your energy and the demands on your energy. And she was hydrated, she had the energy, she had the stamina because she was fueling her body in a proper way. And now that is just part of how she lives. That's just part of her day. That's what we're after. We're after that this is not so hard. It doesn't feel so big and so overwhelming. But that only comes with daily consistency and improving 1% every week. If you improved every 1% every week, if you started to make sourdough today, in 52 weeks, that loaf is going to be vastly different than the loaf that you make today. That's just the power of consistency and trying and doing the things over and over and over and learning how to improve and learning how to do it better, more efficiently, and all the things like make the sourdough. So if any of this resonates with you, then it's time to do the deeper work. It's not another challenge. It's not another meal plan, but we do address these things in a 90-day container. So if you're ready to do that, reach out and we'll get started in working through shifting your identity. But for now, I want you to answer this question. What is shaping my identity? What language and self-talk am I using? Is that who I want to be? Is that the person that loves me the most? Start there. It's a little shift. But that right there, answering that question and shifting that identity is going to do more work than any workout or meal plan or program. That's the real work right there. And if I can leave you with anything today, I want to leave you with that.